Okay guys, welcome back. This is the 7th area. Um, Hopefully it's not as hard as the 6th, though that's a really wild hope to have, because usually, things get harder as the numbers go up. Is this the only archway that doesn't have anything? I see. I'm gonna check that out later. Um, After this episode, I'm probably gonna have an episode where we go back and get all the stars that I missed, and then, depending on how long this is, it might either be the next episode, or it's gonna be in with me finding all the stars. Um, Anyways, let's go. I wonder, maybe that's where all of the red pieces go. That weird area.
When I was
Family.
in ninth grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
Hmm. Sure. Uh, I don't know what spoil the survey means. Does that mean like give it 5 stars, spoil it, like, oh, it was amazing, 5 out of 5, yes, top of the notch, even though this is supposed to be a complaint? I'm gonna say reasonable. The test was supposed to determine if I am one. Hmm. I'm torn between these two. I feel like it's just gonna lock me out if I say I want to find out if I am one. It's gonna be like, oh, that is the purpose of the test that you failed. You unfortunately are not human. But then if I put it's the truth, that might work, but it's also not the truth. So it's like, do I want to lie to try to finagle myself in? No. End of the world. What do you know? Makes you think you're a person. There is no way. That was like one of the things that there was. There's no way to prove that anyone exists but you, because you're the only one that knows for a fact that you have experience. Have experiences, you have consciousness, that you have your own thoughts. Um, there is no way to prove to another person that you're real. As soon as anyone leaves your field of view, they could all just go to binary and disappear. The whole world could be a programmer. You're the only actual conscious person. and you just don't know it because it's that good. There's no way to prove that another person besides yourself is real, but I don't think we have a reason to prove to the MLA that we're real, but so saying I'm alive, I feel unconscious, doesn't change anything. Anyone could say that, especially if they're just a program. Okay. I think I chose right there. I gotta start, like, kicking in the philosophy brain and remember all of these Aristotle and Plato references and try to use them. Then again, that's sort of robotic thinking, but don't judge. Athena. I know Greek gods and that the owl means Athena. Um, God of knowledge, which I guess could have some ties to the idea of the Garden of Eden and, like, um, Tree of Life or whatever it was called. Um, temptation and whatnot, that whole story, beginning of Earth. Um, but knowledge, the way that Athena presents it, is very different from that story. That's agreeable. But I do see hope from artificial intelligences like that. There are ways... No. I don't fear it as much. I actually do see hope from it, because that could end fears like that about, like, dying and whatnot. If you have something that can live forever, such as a robot, even if it's not perfect, that ends the cycle of the fear of death and whatnot. I'm not good at talking philosophical matters on the fly. There's the name Alexandria again, or Alexander and Alexandria. Both, variations of the same, oh, was that Roman? Alexander the Great, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Roman names back from when there were philosophers all over. Interesting. So we're getting more and more implications that rather than this being the apocalypse, it is all just a simulation. First, the MLA says, oh no, this isn't the apocalypse, you have so much you still have to figure out, which the apocalypse is just one of the things I was thinking it could have been. It seemed to lean heavily in favor that this is all a simulation. That's all meant to figure out if we're human or not. Like, that's answering the philosophical question that everyone in these are asking of if an AI gets to the point that it's so intelligent, can it be considered human? And then what would that make humans? So the the shepherd, that's an interesting name. They figured one of the things out. They're caring about the future instead of just themselves, sort of like how people raise a family, as was said in that one dialogue over there. They're trying to help others that are going to come after themselves instead of just themselves. They're planning on making it better for people in the future. which is a part of humanity, but not a, I say that in big quotes, a part of humanity, but not all of it. Like maybe all of these different tests were them trying to calibrate the AI system to try to get it so that it had like every aspect of humanity that you needed for an actual intelligence to not go haywire and try to destroy everything. Um, but that they didn't quite make it. Like maybe that was the only thing they figured out. Oh, I'm back to exploring time because there's actual areas to explore. I'm gonna go explore then. Be back if I find anything. It's really nice how like each island has a different set of clouds above it, different skybox. It didn't have to, they all could have been the same, but each place is completely unique in that sense. The one where it was completely overcast and raining, this one where there are dark plumes. And there does actually seem to be a day and night cycle. Like I realize time is actually ticking forward. If I find any clocks in the game, it will actually display like a time that changes over time. Like that one clock from a few episodes ago. And the sundial actually gets affected by where the sun is, so there's good shadows and everything. Like shadows that react with the sun. Although this seems a... Oh no, that's a shadow from up there. Yeah, shadows that actually fully react with the sun and whatnot, which is very neat. Huh, I just wanted to stop and point that out because I thought it was really nice. Oh, blue screen of death. Hmm. So something that...
And the words made the world. I am the words. The words are
Oh,
everything.
I got too close to the edge there. He started freaking out on me and being mad at me for trying to enter the void at the edge of the world, like some of the people were talking about. That was all I found and I couldn't interact with it. It was just completely blue screened. And I didn't see anything in here out of the ordinary. So I guess that means it's puzzle time. Stop. Puzzle time. Start up here. I don't know what order these ones are supposed to go in. Two pesky little buzzers. I'm guessing that's what those are, yep. Okay, gotta remember, call these buzzers. Buzzers. They are not cores. In no way Oh! Those can kill me. Okay, but it just takes a lot of repeated trauma from them. No way related to Wheatley. Okay. Buzzers. 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 Okay. First things first, we need one of those prism things, which is over here. Got a blue connector there. But only a red one here. Issue is, that's definitely not gonna stay there long enough. Do I need to manually bonk myself on those? Do I even bonk them? No, I do not bonk the buzzers. So that means we need something else. That's where we need to get. Sometimes that gets close, but no cigar. Is there any way to trap it over here? That's probably part of the way to do it. Because that removes one of them from being in the way. But does that remove it for long enough? Oh, it does. Removes it for way more than long enough. So now I'm just gonna have to wait for that to decide to be ready again whenever I want to use that. Okay. How does this help? What can I do now that I couldn't do before? I'm gonna look in there briefly to see if there's anything. Ah, that's what I can do now that I couldn't do before. Be that. I might want to do that to this one. That will get that. I still don't even know where the blue receiver, the blue transmitter is. Unless it's through there. It looks like it's gonna be through there. If we do that, take this, and use it to block that guy. And do that. Ah, that doesn't even make it last long enough to get one of them. Where is the blue transmitter? The receiver's right there. But I can't find anywhere where the transmitter for that is. All there is the red one. No clue. Oh, that's for next episode. Or whenever that ends up being. Let's see here, this one. Pinhole windows. You're complaining. You're working for eternal life, but you're complaining that the puzzles are getting a bit harder. Huh. Oh no, my puzzles are getting a little bit harder. Whatever will I do? Adapt, evolve, overcome. So we've got one beam connector. Transmitter, receiver, connector. I don't know why I call them those. Those are just the names that... I know that those are what they are, but... you know what I mean. I don't know why I call those what they are. That's just sort of a name that seems right for them given what they do. But this one, at least, you're given the name connector, which just kind of makes calling these the transmitters and receivers seem a bit better. Let's see here. Get these out of here. So that needs to be connected there. We also need the red. We also need the red to connect there. But we could connect the red to both through here. But if we did connect the red to both through here, that wouldn't let the blue doesn't have to connect through there. So what we need to do is connect the red to both through here. Then oh. Nope, that doesn't. This is here. And this only connects to these two. Then there should be enough room. Ah, not quite. Close but no cigar. Gotta back this one up more. Which is difficult. What if it's here? That actually gives us a line of sight on the blue one. This is so close. If only that were on the other side, but it was probably designed like that on purpose. This is back here. This can actually see both of those from here. Actually, that was the whole problem to begin with. Because this needs to be backed up so that we can backed up and moved. But now this needs to get through. That needs to stay connected, or else this disconnects. So we need to get the red right here. Oh. Yeah, right here. No. Right here. I feel like this is slightly off from what the game wanted us to do, because I feel like and then also connect to that. Yeah. Forgot about that one crucial step. Ooh, does it need to be like half a step to the side? Connected it to the wrong one. that one, further back. This can work. It's just gonna... Yeah, that's definitely gonna work now. There we go. I feel like there's supposed to be something in the end of us somehow keeping that one lit while also moving one over here to nab it through there and then out to that one. But I think I just managed to skirt around that by moving that one so far back that it actually fit with this blue one still here. And then 2 easy ones. And one more hard one. Actually, that's a yellow, or or is that like one of those optical illusions with it being in a shadow so I can't tell? Trapped inside. Wake me up. Okay, let's get a layout for this first. That's getting more and more important that I understand the layouts of areas. Okay. Okay, I see what the issue is there. And then we need both of them to get here. So I need to get that one out of there. But this can't connect. That's not... This probably isn't gonna work, but I have an idea that's gonna fail probably. Now what happens if we... Instant. I don't know what I was thinking. I feel like... That's what I was thinking. Not point that into there, point that into there from spot that it has connection there. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Can I? No, okay. Because it had me put one down on the inside before I was a... Okay. If I could somehow place this... I think I got it, and I'm disappointed if this is... I'm disappointed in myself for not immediately realizing that, because that was really simple. See, it sucked me inside for that one. It made me walk through even though I was trying to backpedal. Ugh. I'm upset at myself. My brain's getting fried from all of those hard ones. It's just like one of those things where you go from such hard puzzles to such an easy one that your brain doesn't even register a solution that's right in front of your face. Ugh. Let's see here. Okay, that was red and just like an optical illusion of the shadows. Let's do another green one. Did I read these already? Yeah, so you've changed. Yeah. Locked from inside. Got a conduit, conductor, connector. Blah. Can't even remember my own terminology, jeez. Obviously it connects this to this, because that's kind of the only thing it can do right now. What does this area give us? Another connector. Yep, connector. Ideally, we get one to go there so that we have an extra. If I can get one of them. This could cut all the way through there. Is there any way I can line that up from here and still have that? Yes, there is. So that's the way I've got to do it. Gotta connect directly there. Which means that this has to connect directly here. There's no like tricky cutting corners because of that. These outcroppings here. If these little bars weren't here, we would be able to cut the corners. Is there another connector here? There is. Okay. That makes my life much easier because that means that I can just go and nab the one that's sitting in here all by itself. Now we've got an extra one, which means we've got two of them to work with to do this section. Ooh, we're gonna need to get a red all the way through there. Sheesh. Hopefully this gives another one. Oh, it gives a shortcut for the reds, okay. Do I still need a red connection to keep the blue ones going? No. So I can take that one, and blue is still going. Don't cross the wires. And now I can return this to the way I originally had it over here. There we go. Ahoy. Chips ahoy. And I think, no, there's still the square. Up on this hill. What could go wrong? Windows into a labyrinth. Ugh. Oh, I forgot that I need to be getting my bearings. I was just starting to amble around without even thinking. Okay. Like I was moving, but I wasn't consciously mapping the spot out, if you know what I mean. I was just sort of, ooh, pretty lighting around. Okay, so this needs to connect to this. Now let's see what that gets me. If we get another one, we can connect to that and do whatever that does. Or to that one. Might take more than one though, or to that. I see why it's windows into a maze now. Oh, I really should have been mapping this out a bit better. Okay. Let's get that jammer. Because that's one that I know for a fact I can just walk in and get. Now we've got a jammer. This is a freeway past any of those gates to check for what secrets they hold without needing to mess around with the jammers. So I should go back to one of those gates, like this one, and jam it to see what I can take from the other side of it. That seems almost like the end goal area, like everything needs to line up to get me through there. There's a light through here, which will get me another one, which means we need to line that up to let me through there. That could line up. Now I need to go through here. Yay, spatial awareness. And also I think the idea was supposed to be that I use that one to jam this and then use the jammer to get that one, but hey, I found a way to make it work without doing it that way. Even though my way was probably harder to calculate and plan out. We definitely need to connect to that way now. Already got that one, that's where we got the jammer. This one's open by default. And it needs to connect through here. This one, the one that's opening that, doesn't need to be opening that anymore. We need to do other things. Mainly keep that gate open. Ooh. 1, 2. Could get to there. Let's connect here and see what's through there first before I try anything convoluted. Because now we can take this and see what exactly is through here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Huh. So what we need is to get one of the beams through to here. And then here? Whoa. That's a bit of a stretch. See here. Yeah, we need 2 to make it here. We can see all the way from the beginning through this window. If we take this, jam that so we can make it back in. Put this here, so that's in sight of that hallway. Can walk through this. Can jam that from this side, which doesn't feel right. Actually, no, this can work. I just need to put this here, and then have this jam through the side. I didn't let it run long enough. Jam through like that. So that now we've got this on this side. While it's on this side, we can jam it from this side. Pick that up. This can be moved so that it's in better line of sight for the stuff over here. Now we can walk through with this, jam this by using that. Grab the jammer and get through. Okay. Whew. And no tricks of getting an extra jammer through all of that. Okay. We could get an extra jammer through all of that. But would involve using the exit there. And I believe that's it for this area. Hoy. It was easier than the last one, but not by much. Which is kind of a surprise. Oh, that's neat. It's got like wavy water physics. Did I see this? That's unfortunate. Other people have done that exact same thing that I did and talked to the MLA. Sheep. Seems like a sociopath. Like, it seems like each one of them has some sort of flaw that stopped them from being completely normal. Sheep seems like they don't view other people or even the simple robots as people. It seems like they're a sort of I'm the only one that matters person. That Faith seemed to have lost touch of all the things that matter besides helping other people. And I have a feeling that flaws like that might become more apparent for each one of the other characters, like something that separates them from being like the perfect replication of a human, something that holds them back from truly passing the tests of the MLA or like everything that's here. And then I think it's gonna be up to my choices to figure out if I end up being that perfect replication that they're looking for, that AI that truly acts like a human, or if I'm gonna do something wrong that, just like all of them, that sets me apart and makes me just another defect.
Rejoice, child, for you have fulfilled all your tasks in this land. You have conquered all its guardians. Thus you are appointed its master, and you may do with it as you will.
Oi. Sorry, I accidentally sped up time through some of that. Okay. Ugh. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna start leaving it off here. If you haven't noticed, I've been doing one of these areas each episode. Next episode, we're gonna go through Secret Tunnel and see what that's all about. And then if that's not too long, we're gonna go back and get all the stars. Oh, but there is like the star area. I don't actually know how long that'll take me to get the gray pieces. So it might be split up into like 2 parts depending on how long it takes me to get the stars and to do that. We might have like a part 1 and a part 2 of star collect, like loose ends of the alpha area. So yeah, that's the plan. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. And boy, it's gonna be a challenge. See ya.